A career in the real estate profession offers great diversity. Whether you're interested in residential or commercial real estate, sales or property management, business broking or auctioneering, there's literally something for everyone. I'm now joined by Joanna Boyd. Joanna is an award-winning buyer's agent who's had an interesting background and a fascinating journey to becoming a real estate professional. Welcome, Joanna.
Thank you so much.
Now, Joanna, let's start on your background. You've been a buyer's agent now for 5 years, running your own business, but tell us a little bit about your career beforehand and what led you to real estate.
Sure, I've always been in property. I've been navigating the Queensland property real estate sector for the last 25 years, and I've had various roles, predominantly in real estate franchising, and then also moved through to property management and sales. So all of the skills that I've learned through my career has brought me to my passion, which is buyer's agency. I found that there was a niche in the market, and I really wanted to pursue that because I felt that that was me, that was something that I was aligned to.
Wonderful. Now, I want to talk about the role of a buyer's agent. It's not commonly understood. We have seen buyer's agency growing and becoming more prolific in Queensland. So tell us a little bit about the role of a buyer's agent and what a typical day looks like for you, if there's such a thing.
Exactly, well, there is no typical day, but essentially a buyer's agent represents a buyer through a property transaction. So obviously you have a selling agent that represents the seller or the vendor. As a buyer's agent, we try to represent the buyer to ensure that they are not paying over budget, they're being realistic in their property search, also putting together all the due diligence and really educating them and demonstrating the best way that they can make a property purchase as well. So we really do go into bat with them for so many reasons. So in terms of a typical day, it's very diverse. We try to follow an ideal week, an ideal day, but equally we're also working with our clients as well as building our own brands, connecting with real estate agents, getting professional trades in our corner and working with them and creating those referral relationships. So ultimately we want to be a conduit in a transaction, and it's really important that we have access to all these people so we can best assist our clients.
Yeah, and I think that's such an important point you make, that often when people are buying, they will ask the selling agent certain questions and they don't necessarily understand that the selling agent is acting in the best interests of the seller. And of course, that's what the buyer's agent does. And I think that assistance with due diligence, and of course, as we know, we don't buy property every day. So it's not something that buyers are necessarily familiar with.
Yeah, exactly. We're seeing that more and more prevalent now. People don't transact regularly. We buy property every single day. So for somebody that's maybe only bought and sold twice in their lifetime, it's really overwhelming and quite daunting, not just through all the legislative requirements, but just even getting a deal together and making an offer look favourable to the seller. So that's when we really have to work with the real estate agents to understand what's that motivator behind the seller, so then we can actually then factor and manipulate our offers that it's going to be beneficial to both parties.
Yeah, I think that's so comforting for so many buyers having access to that service. And Joanna, we're talking on this show about the diversity that a real estate qualification offers. You've selected buyer's agency as your pathway, but what advice would you give to someone who's thinking about a career in real estate but isn't sure about which sector to choose?
Sure, I think the best guidance I would suggest would be starting at a real estate office from the ground up, or even starting in like a reception, administration, support role. It's really important that you understand the operations of a business and the real estate lingo and how to negotiate and do contracts and be familiar with all of the bits of paper and processes that we need to follow. So it's also about understanding building your network around getting building and pest inspectors or, qualified trades and professionals, because you will act as a conduit with your clients. So it's really important that you can tap into those resources. So focus on yourself and develop yourself as a brand, but equally understand how the business operates.
And Joanna, you're always really generous. You come along to speak at our career nights. So what's your advice about those events and their value?
the fantastic events. I do believe it gives you an opportunity for us, for a student or wanting to enter into that sector, that they can understand and network with other real estate practitioners, and also understand what else there are in terms of variety. I mean, I think real estate is just pigeonholed sometimes, and people don't understand that there's so many other roles within a real estate business. So the careers nights are fantastic because you can get to hear from everybody.
That's wonderful. Thanks so much, Joanna. Some great insights there. Thanks for sharing them with us.
Thank you.
As we've heard, there are many pathways to becoming a real estate professional, and it's never too late to start that journey. The REIQ is here to support you along the way with its award-winning training programs. With over 60,000 graduates choosing the REIQ for their real estate training, you can start your career on the front foot with our range of training courses that will help to give you a competitive advantage. To find out more, go to reiq.com/training. Hi, I'm Antonia Mercorella, CEO of the Real Estate Institute of Queensland. Thanks so much for watching this video, which is a segment from Prop IQ, a show produced by the REIQ to help provide insights into real estate for both people in the industry and consumers. I'd love it if you could subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to click the notification bell. That way you'll get notified whenever we post a new video. Speaking of new videos, you might want to check out this one next.